This year, there were moments I thought I was killing it, and there were a few moments I also nearly walked away from everything. Moments from running my school community and from personal life, and sometimes both. But every win, every loss taught me something I'm carrying into 2026. I came up with the list without a particular order, just some things I want to carry on into 2026 and some things that I would like to keep behind. And today, on December 31st, or whenever you watch this video, before we enter 2026, I just want to share what I learned building this community, running it, and all of the things that got into my head and what I'm going to continue on doing and what I'll completely cut out and forget in 2025. So let's start with the first thing, which is authenticity, and the group is the main goal and the main character. And right now, to be as much authentic as possible, honestly, usually I run a script right here, but I have nothing. So in this particular video, I thought it would be the best if I just talk and share what I think and be just myself, like the authentic me, because I found out that recently with all of the AI stuff and all of the things that getting into the way and all of this, when you're just scrolling your phone and all of the AI content that pops out and the global like scarcity around it, where people think that it would replace them, it would change the world, it would impact many businesses. But in my opinion, it won't. It cannot really take my place, right? If I just show up, if I just talk and I make my own points, I write my own scripts, I'm not using that a lot, right? I'm using AI, but not in like it's not it's not writing my script. It's not talking right as I do right now. It just emphasizes the things that I do, the things that I say, and it just helps me in my day-to-day life, right? But it won't change me. And what I feel like that most people would just drawn to that more, right? Instead of going and reading all of these, like watching either reading AI contents everywhere, because if you just open up Facebook or Instagram or anything, most of the content there is probably written by AI or like influenced a lot by it. So I'm trying to do my thing, just write or just talk or just speak. And I feel like that would draw people with the most towards me and towards like creators like you who would do that too, would implement this strategy. Because as I said, like there are tons of AI content and right now it's not that good and we can like see that and we know that it's AI, but soon the line would be erased, right? So it will be very hard. And the more authentic you are and the more you build that kind of reputation, I feel like it would impact creators in the long run. I feel like if you're listening to me and you enjoy this, it probably will draw you more than just a random content on the internet that is just generated by AI. And yeah, I don't know, just how I feel. And the second point, which is the group is the main character, is I want my group to be in a center, right? So I mean, not the group necessarily, more the people. So I don't want to be the guru that just tells you what to do. Hey, go do this, send this email, send that. I want the group to be that place where it helps everyone and I just want to run it, right? Obviously, it will be easier for me, not at the beginning, right? Because right now it's very hard. Also, one of the points of authenticity is like vulnerability. Um, I would love to just talk about what's going on right now with me and how I feel, how I just do things, right? So I think it's a big point not a lot of people are doing. So showing you that where I'm struggling right now, which is building that space where people can actually engage with one another without necessarily me. Um, so yeah, that's one of the things I'm going to be focused on building in 2026, building that little space where people can just engage, connect, and build relationships with one another without necessarily me uploading posts or tagging people or DMing people, hey, go check it out, or go talk to these people. I don't know, right? These kind of stuff. Just so it will create the culture would be there without me really being present. Although I really want to be present too, but I just don't want to be like the guru person, which is like, yo, do this, do that, right? I just want it to be a mutual growth. Okay, so the second point going into 2026 would be no more new things, right? In 2025, I spent lots of time on just building new stuff, new offers, new classrooms, new, I don't know, lead magnets, new, yeah, basically most of the time, just new offers, right? I've built at least 5 offers, which is like crazy. That's a lot of offers. And I haven't really had success with all of them. I mean, obviously, most of them failed. Obviously, some did fine, but I didn't really stick with anything and just changed a bunch of stuff and played around and tried to appeal to different people, different audiences based on what just seemed right in the moment or just what a creator said in his niche or and I liked the idea and just took it and implemented in mine. Right? I just would love to not do that anymore, to focus only on one offer, on one thing, and just go with it. Even though it's not the best, even though it's like not ideal and is not the right thing for everyone right now. But I feel like if I focus on one thing and I'll improve it layer by layer, it would be great, right? Eventually. So instead of just creating new classrooms, doing some bunch of lead magnets, I just rather focus on only one thing. And also, like most of the things that I build, most of the redesigns and like changes in the group and the structure of the offer, like I used to have 2 groups. I used to run one group, then I changed to 2 groups, then I added a completely new offer, a low ticket one, and then a mid ticket one, and I changed my high ticket a few times. And it just created a huge mess and it was really complicated. And now, right now, I switched recently to the freemium thing, right? So I just feel like that's not the ideal way to pursue, right? It would be just picking on one and drilling it till like you'll get results. So I don't really want to get discouraged a lot, but I mean, when I will get discouraged, the main focus for me would be just keep on going that. Keep on doing that. Keep on improving that. Keep on just adding, I mean, not necessarily adding more, but just changing what's bad, removing bad things, and maybe adding more good things. And not just changing tire structure or doing stuff. So, point of it, what I were about to say is that I added bunch of courses, bunch of classrooms, and did bunch of redesigns, which ended up in like the trash. Right now, if I open up my computer, I scroll through the folders. I have bunch of folders where it says like the redesign one, redesign two, then like classroom one, classroom two, and all of this is not existing anymore in the group. So I just created it, recorded it, spent lots of time, thought it would be great, and I just removed it. So yeah, moving on, I would just focus on what I already have without adding any more. So that's like also, if you see, open up my community right now, you have only 6 classrooms. Some of them are paid, some of them are free, but it's very simple and I'm not planning on adding more. Maybe just few things that I already have, right? And just like creating tabs, separate tabs for them, but no more adding more lead magnets, more low ticket offers, just what I have already and drilling it down till I sell a lot of it. I'll sell a lot of it, and then I'm ready to move on. So that's the second thing I'm focusing on moving on forward. Okay, the third thing is kind of personal, something that I struggled up with a lot and came up with like, I mean, not necessarily a new approach, just something I did and it worked out really well. So it is focusing on repeatable systems. So what I used to do is just film a video when I felt like it, right? I had an idea, I just sat down, I recorded the video, and it's over. It's sent, right? And recently, what I'm doing is I just build systems. So mostly it's just taking up something, a specific thing that I want to focus on, like YouTube. It would be the easiest for me to explain. I built a system to get a video out every new week. Once a week, I'm getting out a new video. And I don't really want to pat myself on the shoulder too much because I haven't been really consistent with that. I've been doing it for, I'd say, 2 months. And so far, it worked well because before, as I said, I just film a video, felt like great. And in the next week, I just, just delayed it and forgot about it and never done it. If you open up my channel, you scroll down, yeah, down to the older videos, you'll see like 4 videos together, then boom, a huge like gap, and then more videos, and then one more gap. And right now I'm fairly consistent and I'm enjoying that. And it's very important for me to keep on going. And that's something I'm planning on to do. And the system that I built allows me to do that. The system, I mean, just like knowing what and when I should do. And when I'll just get to the day, I'll sit in front of my computer and I know, okay, today I'm doing a thumbnail. Today I'm doing a title. Today I'm just writing a script. Today I'm filming. Today I'm editing, and it's very repeatable and very easy. So it's just kind of a routine already. So I know that today is like Sunday. I sit down and I record a video, and tomorrow I'm editing the video. It just, I don't know, just having the clarity. I mean, not necessarily clarity. It's just I don't really have to think about it. I just open up my to-do list and I know what I should do, and I sit down and I just do that, and it showed a great result. Which again, uploaded like, I think it's 2 months of worth of content, which is amazing for me. I haven't been able to do it before. I haven't been that consistent, and I'm very proud of it, honestly. And I wish to continue and do that more. Same with emails, right? I used to write daily emails, then I just stopped, and then I just wrote. Then I continued, and then I stopped again, and then again, and it's just back and forth like this. So what I've done is, again, I've built systems towards that to help me do that, to accomplish that, to sit down every day, to know what exactly I'm writing, to just write it down, to get it out simply as possible. And it takes me like 20 minutes a day. And yeah, sometimes I skip days, some skip few days, but still, I do consider myself as fairly consistent with that, because most of the people, most of the school groups I'm in are never emailing at all. So recently I've done a mini experiment. I think I'll create a video about it sometime soon. Is I joined the top communities at every niche to just see the quality of their emails. So I joined like 20 groups, 30 groups, and I think there all only is one guy that's emailing me, which is crazy, right? I just wanted to break down the emails of other creators, and what I found out is nobody's sending any emails. Um, so yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now with that. It's just, I feel like the biggest reason is that people either don't know about it, don't want to do that because it's like very complicated. I mean, the setup is complicated, and also just doing that consistently, right? Without these systems, it's really hard to stick. So that's something that I want to keep on doing, building that system to just send more and do more quality content. And yeah, just don't stop with that. Just sitting up in front of my computer, knowing, okay, I choose write an email, knowing what the email is about, and just typing it out and just sending it out. Because once you do all of the setup, that's how it should look like. It should be very, very simple. And because I don't have a huge channel or like huge following, or my community is not that big as I want it to be, the least that I have is the members inside, and the more I can communicate with them and talk to them and find out their needs, will be the easier for me to just keep on doing that and keep on adding more points. And I mean, not more points, and just giving them what they want in the words they want, and just solving the problems that they have, right? Because once again, if I had a bigger audience, I could have just bump something and go with that thing, and some people would buy either way, right? But because the audience is very small, I want to find out the needs of the people that in there and just build for them specifically, right? I can't afford spraying and praying, right? I just want to find out exactly what they want. So that's the third point, what I'll be focusing on, basically on building systems and focusing on these. Okay, and the fourth point and the fourth thing I'll be focusing on next year is doing daily actions rather than having goals. So I'm entering 2026 without a clear goal. I don't have the numbers of the members I want to have. I don't have the numbers of like the zeros on the bank account, or like monthly goals, or like how much mass I gained, right? I just want to do the things that are necessarily for the moment, and being able to stay consistent with that. Because if I focus on doing the inputs, I bet the outputs would be much greater because it's very hard to quantify them without actually doing. So what I want to focus on is like not having a goal, just the goal being recording these videos, right? The goal is to sit and edit. The goal is to go to the gym. The goal is to send DMs to members. The goal is to like create, right? Not necessarily, I want to have $10,000 a day. I just want to do what's necessarily to launch a campaign. I just want to send an email today. Just focusing on the things that I have to do today rather than like dreams far ahead. Of course, I know I have like things I want to accomplish and things I want to buy and money I want to gain. But I feel like if I'd focus on more just doing the things, it would be way easier. And when I'll actually, and it would prevent from me basically achieving the goal and just stopping, right? Because if I want to get $10,000 like this week, and if I do that, so what's next? Will I feel like I'm not doing enough? Or so if I will achieve that, how would I feel? Would I want to continue? Would I want to stop? Or I'll just buy something fancy for me and we'll forget about everything. And then when I'll need the money one more time, I'll set up a goal and we'll get back. I just don't want to feel like I'm getting in, stopping, getting in, achieving, stopping, getting in, achieving, stopping. I just want to do, and then like have the result, have a specific result. I mean, not specific result, just have a result rather than like having a specific number or something that I want to achieve. Of course, as I said, I do have these kind of things, but mostly I just want to do, which leads us perfectly to the next point, which is create more than you consume. It hits base for me because this year I felt like this little device and like sometimes the computer, sometimes just YouTube or Instagram, and I just could get lost in it a lot. And it felt bad, right? So the days that sit down and I scroll a lot and I just don't do the things that the daily actions that I wanted to do, I feel like it just takes away from me a lot. So in these days, I usually feel the worst. Although I feel like I did something I wanted to do and I enjoyed, and I don't know, like recently I just wanted to watch a TV series and I haven't done what I had to do. So I just watched it and then watched another episode and another episode and another episode. And eventually I felt like crap, right? Because I did wanted to do that. I did enjoy doing that, but eventually it just felt bad. And what I found out is the days that I create like this, when I sit, I have the most motivation to continue in doing that. And the motivation to open up my phone one more time, to check something out, to, I don't know, send someone a message or talk over the phone or just watch something on the TV. I just don't do that. I just don't want to do that. I just want to sit more and create more and do more. And yeah, well, it sounds strange, but actually, when I do that, it just feels good, right? When you when I finish my day and I felt like I've done something and I've achieved something, it actually felt good. And usually on these days, it's the days that I sit least on the phone and least on the computer. I mean, like not working or like watching a TV or something. And these days, that's the days that just keep me on going. And it's actually funny because like a recent story is I just noticed that sometimes when I walk my dog on these like consume days, I walk him out and I just scroll, right? I'm walking and watching a video or like just scrolling reels or something. And the days that I am the creator, I'm not. Like I'm just walking out. Sometimes I'll put earphones and I'll listen to music and that's it. And it just feels differently. It just feels like something is changing, something is moving, something is doing, and you're impacting. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. I bet you probably feel it, but yeah, what's really some bad days that snowballed into like bad weeks was because of this little device. And without it, I feel like I can just hold and keep on doing these daily actions without actually stopping. So that's the thing I will be focusing on more. Okay, so these were the five things that I will be focusing on. And right now, I just want to wish you a great 2024 year. Honestly, the new year is when I celebrate, is when I go out, meet my family, and like do cool things, right? It's when we give presents, when we do all of these things. And I really love this time of a year. And sometimes it's very scary to enter a new year because you know the things that you wanted to achieve, you're not actually achieving or did not achieve, or I don't know, like overachieved for some people. But it's very scary. So it is scary for me to go into the new year. And I wish for you just do that, right? Without really thinking about, without overthinking. It's just a number. It's just something that changes, and it's not really should impact what we do and what you do and these daily things and the daily actions you need to grow. So I wish you not to think about it. Wish to just focus on the good things that were on 2025 and take them in 2026 and just grow as much as you can. And yeah, I hope you're having a reflection time right now too, and you're thinking about this because I think it's important. Usually I'm not doing that. As I said, I'm not really thinking about goals, and I think it is kind of similar in how it looks like. So yeah, I guess just keep on doing the good work you do. Leave the bad things that happened, and just remind yourself about this moment, just where you sat down, maybe after you watch this video, maybe while watching this video, or maybe just I don't know, in like few days, or maybe a few days ago, you did something similar with yourself, and just yeah, just remind yourself about the day and the things that you want to keep on doing and want to have in 2026. So yeah, thank you all for watching. If you got to this place that far, I am very grateful for you and thank you so much. And I wish you the best year possible. And I see you in the next year. Thank you so much and bye bye.